Hey everybody! Today we're going to take a look at the 3-in-1 wide-angle macro fisheye phone lens, model PL-A1. I've been looking for a way to expand the phone capability, so I decided to pick up one of these adapters. With this adapter, I hope to make my photos look more like from a camera instead of a phone. So let's take a look inside. You see inside the lenses are well padded and protected. It comes generally in 4 main pieces. This particular adapter uses the nub to hold against the phone. It comes with 2 of them, one for the fisheye and one for the macro / wide angle. Also, another easier way to take these out is just to slide the foam out. Inside there's directions, a microfiber bag, and a cleaning towel. The first lens here is the wide angle / micro lens. The lens has a heft to it. The lens looked fairly decent and well built. So right now this is the wide angle lens. Now if you wanted to use the macro, you have to unscrew the wide angle lens. And in this configuration, this is the macro mode. It's for really close-up photos. Now this is the fisheye lens. It's a much heavier lens, and you also can see the bulge for a typical fisheye lens. The build of this lens is also very good. So the way these lenses attach to the clip is very simple. All you have to do is just slide them in. And with a click, they're held in place. And it's the same for the other lens. Just push and click. I do have a little gripe about the bag. It can barely hold both lenses, so it's a very tight fit. Also, the clip is very tight, so if you have a thicker phone, you might have a problem. So let's install it on a Galaxy S7. Installation is pretty simple. All you gotta do is just push against the lens and slide the phone in. The plastic nubbin is right up on the screen. If you have a glass protector, it should be okay, But if you have a plastic protector, it might scratch it. If you don't have a protector, in theory, it should be fine. The Gorilla Glass should be much harder than the plastic. Even with the wide-angle lens, you're able to focus very closely on objects. You also see a lot more. So this is without the lens. And with the fisheye adapter, you see a lot more of the screen. Now here's a photo of the fisheye. You do notice the edges are also a little cut off, so this is expected. In the center of the lens, the picture is very sharp. The problem occurs along the edges. There's a little slight blurriness and a little distortion. But with the fisheye, you capture much more of the scene. Here's a picture of a sandwich with the wide-angle lens. The center is sharp, but I would say about half the picture is a little blurry and distorted. You see the grains on the bread, they're not that sharp. Some people might like this, but other people might not. You just have to be aware of the distortion. Now here's a shot with the macro lens. It's a shot of the center of a flower. You're able to go up really close and take a photo. It actually looks pretty nice, but keep in mind, when you're using this lens, the depth of field is very shallow. If you're aware of this, and you know how to control it, it's definitely going to be fine. And here's a photo of a lily. Again, with objects like this, you're going to have a very shallow depth of field. You could definitely use this to your advantage to have some really nice photos, but if you don't control it correctly, people are not going to like it, or yourself. Clip-wise, I don't like the design of the clip at all. I don't like the fact that it's tension and it's pressed up right against the screen. If you have a screen protector, there's a very good chance you're going to scratch it. For the fisheye lens, I actually don't care for it. I don't like the look, and I don't like how the distortion occurs. On the wide-angle lens, I don't really particularly like the distortion along the edges either. The macro, I think, is very good, but again, you have to be able to control it well, and you're going to have to practice. With this lens being up very close, it could open a lot of possibilities on the phone.